Hello there, hello there. Let's see if this is gonna work. Let's see if this is gonna work. Okay, not transcoding, but that's fine. Okay, we have sound. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can maybe mute that sound. Yeah, and if I switch here, then... Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I see, like... Okay. Just gonna do some sim racing practice. Oh, I need to send a message out. So yeah, just gonna try and do some practice and see how it goes. What's my game capture setup? Okay, it's set correctly. I'm just this is mostly just testing. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do a live message. Okay, that works. That's good. Should I point my camera even lower so you can see my steering wheel? I mean, that'd just be a kind of an awful angle, wouldn't it? Can put it maybe under my monitor, maybe can put the entire camera lower. But that would just kind of be awful, wouldn't it? Let me try. I mean, it's okay, right? I need, like, obviously I need to fine tune the position quite a bit. Yeah, but if I... Like, you can see my steering wheel, you can't quite see my shifter, but that's fine. And like, it's not too much from the bottom up. It's not too terrible of an angle. It's not great, but it's not too terrible. Okay, let's see how my performance is gonna be. Oof, it's F9 for that, right? Yeah, so I want the overlay of... And... It's still kind of... It's still not great, not a great angle, right? Okay, and I got it. Up and immediately into the wall. This is like one of the more difficult sections of the circuit, and it's right at the very beginning. Makes it nice and tricky. But I mean, it's not. It's a Nordschleife being hardest kind of thing, and I got distracted. I got so distracted, man. Ta ta ram param param. Okay, so 240, 250 kilometers an hour. Then brake slightly here down to about 140. Then heavy braking zone here down to third gear, down to about 100 kilometers an hour. I braked too late, so I had to slow down too much. Couldn't turn in as early as I really needed to. Just yeah, forgot to click a button that I needed to. You brake at the sign down to 100, then brake just before that what looks like a crossing, and then just kind of yeah, I was just kind of bad. I know I can do that a lot better. I have known that a lot better. Like the real challenge, I mean, the first challenge here is trying to even do a clean lap, which is fuck. Like, look at that. And with these cars, it's not that easy. Also, it's like, because you know, no assist, no traction control, no OBS. I keep saying OBS, like a fucking streamer brain that I am. That's an insult, by the way. Okay, and I have no idea where. Like, this corner is the worst corner on the track for me, because like I just have no idea where to brake. There is no good braking point indication. Could brake later for here, probably. Yeah, definitely can brake later than that. Here you definitely want to brake just slightly before the curb bends, I think. Full speed ahead. After this corner is going to be a fast section where we go up to 6th gear. But you have to brake pretty hard here down to 3rd gear, maybe keep about 120. Yeah, 120 seems right. Could take a better line maybe and keep more speed through that way. Switch to 5th at about 180 kilometers an hour. Switch to 6th at about, I think 215 is where I found it to be optimal. Yeah, because otherwise I don't. Yeah, definitely 215 seems like a good place to shift. Stream seems to be doing alright. Yeah, no braking here, just a lift and a downshift. And brake just after the curb starts, down to 2nd gear, about 80 kilometers an hour through this corner. Could probably go faster, but got to be real careful. Again here I might get away with braking a bit later. I do think it's faster to use the camber bit at the bottom here. I do think that's faster. Like, it not always is, not depending on the car. Brake a bit about in the middle of that little curb section. This section you can do a 140, 150 really, if you're good, but I'm not good. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn right, turn right, turn right. And yeah, just not very good here. Should be a lot faster through here, but that's fine. Brake at that sign. Gotta put some power. Okay, brake at the end of the curb. Oh, not curb bit, but here again, brake a bit. I think I actually braked a bit earlier, I think, and yeah, took a really bad line. Took me wide. Need to not do that. Here Like, this cone is deceptive because it doesn't look... Like, if you look on the map, if you don't know the circuit that well, which, you know, it's very easy to not know this circuit that very well because it's long as shit. But it's easy to think it's not much of a corner, but because of the way it looks on the map, but it's in fact much trickier than it looks on the way out. So, got to know the circuit, got to know the track. Okay. Brake a bit earlier than this even, probably. Yeah, earlier than that even. This is a difficult track, not just because, you know, it's just inherently difficult. That's not the only, and not just because it's also long, but the real issue I'm finding is that it's there are no good there's so few like good ways to precisely mark where your braking point should be. And I know my car's damaged like shit, but I feel like it's good to do practice like this because I am going to damage it in the race. There is no way I don't. Yeah, still this camera angle is kind of shit, isn't it? Yeah, like it's this. Yeah, it's like it's still. Even with me being as low as I am in this shitty chair, still gives not a great angle of my face. Still a bit fun. Oh, a bit of kind of from below. That's not a very flattering angle. Okay, this you can brake so much later than I think you can here. That slide was less than idea. Yeah, there you brake as soon as the grass on the left ends. Here I tend to brake at the end of that wall. That works out quite well. A bit slow through the corner though. I think you can keep 80 k's through here fairly easily. Here again, just no braking, just a lift. But pretty hard braking zone right about right here. Got over. Oh yeah, and then fuck me. This is such a difficult bit of the track. Maybe at this point my car is too damaged. Okay, let me see if I can reposition the camera better. Don't know if I might. Maybe like this, eh? What do you think? What do you think of this angle? I mean, obviously I can't do green screen like this, but you know, I can't do a green screen anyway. This actually has a decent angle. I like this angle. Like, you can see my door, which is not fantastic, but it's fine. I'll just keep it closed then, if I do actually stream with this camera angle ever. But this is decent though. You can see my wheel. You can like it's not a terrible angle of me either. You can be so fast through here, but it's so hard to do. Well, especially when you just started trying to set up a camera and, you know, speak. I'll see if... Yeah, I'm practicing the stream right now because I kind of want to stream the race itself because... Well, I've been wanting to do more. Okay, I think let's maybe after this maybe go back to pits. Like I'll change the setup, but I just don't really know what changes I could make to the setup, you know, to make it better. That's the thing, right? I don't see any like specific. Like the biggest problem is not a setup problem. It's a problem of. You know, the problem exists between chair and wheel. Essentially, what I'm saying. It's... Okay, how the fuck do I handle this corner? Like that, apparently that was okay. Oh, such a tricky bit. I do wish, like, this tricky bit at least wasn't right at the very start of the lap. So, you know... So you'd at least have to wait a bit before having such a good chance to completely screw yourself over, you know? On the other hand, having it at the end of the lap is not much better, because then... Yeah, it's just this like, slightly weird, very twisted technical bit in... Okay, that was okay. Okay, this is fine, it's pretty much a straight. It's not straight, but it's effectively a straight in terms of driving it. Just pedal to metal and go. This is okay, this is terrifying, right? This is the scariest. Yep. And off I go, and big slam. Like, this damages the car so quick. This is, I think, the most terrifying section of the track. But, like, it's not like I don't know completely what to do, I just failed at doing it. And that's not fantastic. Not too amazing. So if I... Do I need to... Yeah, I do need to brake here quite a bit, yeah. This is like the car that feels... Like, I don't know, this car feels slightly weird to drive, even now that I figured out that you have to just put zero wing on it for it to make sense. Well, figured out, I've been helped out and graciously told by another racer in the league. But yeah, this car just feels like maybe it's... Like, this is a car that feels like doesn't have any assist, right? But it somehow feels like it should at least have ABS. I don't want, like, I mean, I wouldn't want it to just turn down when the car doesn't have it, but it feels like... I don't know, it's a weird feeling car to drive, I think. A lot better now, a lot better when I started figuring out the setup a bit better. But, you know, I do prefer, you know, driving them. Like, this is not my favorite league to drive. Like, I do prefer the MX-5s. MX-5s are just super nice to drive, pretty close racing, and you know, not that fast, but just a ton of fun. Gotta love the MX-5s. This car, and like, if being honest, if I'm gonna be real, the only reason I find this car sweet is because I'm just super not used to front wheel drives. That's it. I like, you know. Fuck. At the end of the day, I still prefer racing these to racing those GT3 Porsches. Because that Porsche is just, I don't know. It's not that fun to drive, and this thing is kind of weird to drive, right? But it creates really close and fantastic racing, really. Porsche didn't really do that, I don't think. Like, not to the same extent. It's... And all that while not being particularly fun to drive. It's... Like, I'm okay with GT3s, I enjoy some GT3s, but just that Porsche is not my favorite at all. Like, I like... The Audi's nice to drive, the Nissan's nice to drive, the Porsche GT3, that's not... I'm talking just about vanilla Assetto Corsa, by the way. Well, just like, you know, no mods, I mean. So, Assetto Corsa and DLC cars. But again, at this point, like, everyone who has Assetto Corsa pretty much has all the DLCs. And if you don't, like get it, it's super cheap. Right? Yeah, look, like you don't see it, but it's not a straightforward left turn. Like, I mean, you can't kind of see it on the map. It's just so small on there. I wonder if I can. I should really install some mod for a different map up so I can adjust the scale of it for different tracks. Because because it changes so much based on the size of the track, right? On smaller tracks, it always feels so ridiculously zoomed in. While on smaller, while you know here on the large big dick truck, it's just it feels so zoomed out and not so undetailed. Now taking the camber on the second carousel, I'm not so sure about. This corner is also like so it's not that difficult, but it's so crucial to get right because this is when you head out on the long straight, and you have to get right to get your top speed, which is gonna be about 250 at most with this car with my setup. Yeah, 247, but that's when we start going uphill, so we lose a bit of speed. But there's another downhill section then. Yeah, right here, where we gain some of that speed back. Maybe all of that speed back even. Yeah, look at that, 246, 48. Can I? No, I cannot do a 50 because it starts going uphill again. And okay, that was okay. Let's maybe have a normal lap for a bit, wouldn't you? I think I'm due for a clean lap. Okay, that's okay, that's okay. Okay, that was okay. Again, I'm very aware of like my limitations, and also like the nature of the track means, and you know, my being very aware of my limitations as a driver means that my main objective in a race on Nordschleife is to just survive. And again, like, just the way the track is, like, all the people are also going to make mistakes. Maybe people, like, they're actually fast people. The thing is, they're going to be competing with each other. Not on who doesn't crash, but on who actually goes fastest, right? So they will have to push. They will have to actually push. And in doing that, that increases the likelihood of mistakes. So there is a decent chance for me just by surviving to grab a decent result. Like, not amazing result, but man, I say that, but I fucking spin over here, and like I can't even turn around without without cutting the corner, and that's so frustrating. Like, I figured that this is just such a difficult corner to get right. I think maybe it's because of my setup changes actually, because I did change my setup quite a bit. But yeah, the problem is that because of how easy it is to lock the brakes in this car, it's very easy to become just scared of braking. Because of how easy it is to lock the brakes and because of what happens when you lock the brakes. What happens being you just die. Like, it sends you spinning in so quickly. And there's very little you can do to stop it if you lock the brakes and start spinning. And that's why I always keep ABS on in the cars that have them, because like I genuinely need it. Like, I tend to think if generally speaking, if the car has assists, it's for a reason. with some small exceptions, like I do turn off the traction control in the MX-5 just because that's kind of only there because it's there on the road going versions, and in the road going version it's useful, obviously. But in racing, it's like the car doesn't have a lot of power, and when racing you just have, you know, nicer tires, and when you're just on a road, so you get more grip. It's harder to. It's not that easy to lose a rear grip, and you can absolutely do it, right? But it's it's a small enough problem that I feel that having traction control on is very unnecessary in that car. I do always keep it on, like when I race GT3s though, because I mean those cars have that in there for a reason. That's also why I tend to dislike when servers add assist to cars that don't actually have them. A lot of times it feels like it's missing the point slightly. And maybe the... No, don't know why I downshifted there, it's really not... Okay, a brake, I guess, yeah, not a fantastic line, but it's fine. Yeah, thing is, like I'm saying that maybe I don't push so much and just try and survive, but the thing is I am like 10 seconds behind the next fastest guy, so I kinda need to push in practice. I probably won't push that much in the race, just again, survival is the priority. Slow and steady, well, may not win the race, but may very well get a respectable result that is higher than if I was fast and slammed into the wall really fast. Okay, that's braking way too early. I have no idea when to brake for this corner. I probably lose, like this is what I think one of my biggest time losses is this whole corner complex. Because I'm not sure how to take the second carousel. And I have no idea where to brake for the previous corners. And this is probably a time loss as well, pretty right, because this is the kind of corner that if you take it suboptimally, the effects of that last for the entire long straight. So, like the corner might not be inherently tricky, but it's super important. And small imperfections can have big impacts. Okay, I hate this part, actually. This is fucking terrifying. When do I brake? Like, how about now? That was okay, I think. That felt fine. Nice. 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 Yes. Okay. So I survived the first high risk corner. Like, okay, this is also a high risk moment. Okay, and just careful through here. I brake too early. Okay, I survived this the first real technical section. But it could have been faster through there. You can be almost 200 kilometers an hour through those corners, through those turns. Okay, now it's time for I mean, this is not. Okay, no, that's there's a break here. This is just like don't fuck up the braking moment, which is again very easy to do, super easy to lock brakes, and you know, very easy to go into a wall if you do. Very high speed section, just downhill, 250 kilometers an hour, so you have to brake pretty hard here. Okay, survived the second death section. That one is so difficult because it's such a hard braking zone, but you don't have too much space, so you have to actually commit to the braking quite a lot. Again, it's pretty scary committing with these brakes, with how they lock, with how that just sends you. Yeah, this is not like this is another big high risk moment because just I do not know when to brake. There is no good markers. There's no like I can't tell. Here, like here's there's something right. There's the curbs. You can use that to judge. Here, also like curbs are #1 braking markers on the entire track. Okay, full speed through this little turn. Brake at the sign. Down to 3rd gear. Full speed. Okay. Not too great, but not too terrible either. It's fine. I guess it's fine. I'll leave. Touch grass a bit there. It's fine. Probably, but it's probably a bit suboptimal though. Careful, don't touch curbs. Curbs are really high and mostly will kill you. Okay, this bit I think I just have to lift, right? No, definitely, no. Like I'm not sure. Sometimes it's maybe sometimes I just approach it too slowly. That's a mistake of a downshift, of an upshift. Okay, coming up to the carousel. Okay, you brake at this I think. Can brake later maybe, but I'm scared to do it. That was okay though. Carousel itself was fine. Okay, where the hell do I brake? Maybe at this red thing? No, definitely later than that. I was okay. Could have been better though. Ah! That was pretty bad. That was pretty fucking bad. Still, that's a, if that's a 26, that will be a 10-second improvement from my previous clean lap, which is fairly good. I need to check what what kind of lap times all the others are doing in the practice. On the practice server. I have to check. Some people. Ah. Okay, okay, so this is the last chance to really screw things up. So let's maybe not take that chance. I say that I said fucking steer onto the grass for no fucking reason. Okay, 7:26. My best lap time so far. That was, I mean, that was not good. A good recovery from the big slide, but not good. Oh, okay, that was actually nice. I like that. The race is only 6 laps, so on 6 times I have to do a clean lap and not, you know, not mess it up, not die. Hello, fuck. I mean, I haven't lost, like, that's not, like, I'm not losing the lap over that, so, you know, I'll live with that. I'm losing time though, which is less than ideal, but I'll live with it for now. I need to change the setup so I can have some more thrust in my brakes, I think. That's holding me back a lot, I believe. I just have very little trust in my brakes. So yeah, I need to do something that, you know, that maybe it doesn't lock so easily. That maybe a lockup isn't quite so fatal. Yeah, that's good. Just accelerate through the corner. You can brake, I think, a tiny bit later than I've been braking, but I'm not. Again, I don't have the confidence to really try it. Okay, let's try braking later than on the carousel. I see it. And I did brake later though. That was okay. Yeah, I gained back a lot of the lost time right there. That's nice. Here I can probably brake later, but I'm really scared. No, you really can't. You really can't. Like, it's not even that I locked or braked poorly. It's just, yeah, like braking later means you have to take a worse line. That was good though. Ah, fucking hell! That corner, it always gets so easy to. That corner really gets me. That's so unfortunate, man. I mean, by unfortunate, I mean so unfortunate that I'm so bad. It's fine. I'll get better. Did I turn like the steer assist down on this? I don't remember. Because I think I might have to turn it back up. Because it's really cool. Okay, maybe on this white thing. Okay, that for white. Okay, I do like that. That white thing is an option. Okay, at the end of, I guess, the curb on the right. Here. Okay, that was fun. That was nice. That was nice. Nice, I think. Okay, that was okay. I think that's the best I've taken that corner yet. Let me check Discord. Okay, can I check Discord while driving down the straight? Is there enough time? Actually, I should probably do this with my right hand because I'm gonna have to downshift. But then again, it's then again, I'm not left-handed, so therefore, maybe it's not such a good idea, right? Yeah, maybe. Come on. Come on, fast. Turn. Yeah, that's what I get for texting and driving! Or discording and driving, I guess, eh? Alright, Angelizer. Off, yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the pits. If I'm gonna go back to the pits for a second, I just got to answer something on Discord real quick. How do you like this camera angle, by the way? Okay. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing right now is I'm practicing for my race, for the final race of our of the World Touring Car League on the Nordschleife. It's going to be a 6-lap race with double points payout in the end. It's a bit mental and it's a bit terrifying. Oh, I fucked up. I just erased my fucking setup. I added some camber, right? Which I feel helped a bit. Did I 5.2 camber all around? I think I did, right? Yeah, has to be. Okay, and what did I also added some oppression. Okay, okay, fuel is about right. I'm not. Yeah, I'm keeping that higher than I normally do, and this. Okay, I'm gonna open the window real quick because it's getting a bit hot in here. I haven't messed with this. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, actually, I tried like maybe bringing it a bit lower, but I don't think that actually helps. What? Okay, gonna save the setup for now. I'm going to open the window a bit wider. Well, so also I can turn my room into a fucking freezer and tie up my hair so it doesn't get in the way. Yeah, best workshop places. Best Bangalore brewery. And so, actually, I'm currently talking to the admins of the community I race with to maybe cast to commentate one of their races tomorrow. So that's gonna be interesting. So like a second part of the stream is going to be me trying to set up set up like the mods I need to do commentator to spectate better. And yeah, like I haven't posted any going live links because this is like mostly a testing thing. And I fucked it. I just fucked it. I do that. I do that quite a lot. This really early corner, right? It's such a tricky one. Educate. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good that it's simulated well enough for things to, for things to make sense and for you to be able to make decisions based on that and not have to use like all those lists. Mate, I get this. This track is super difficult. Like I'm honest. I'm probably not going to get too much good practice by reading chat while driving, but that's okay. I still have time. The race is on Tuesday, and kind of hoping that maybe some other. I forgot to. I wanted to check like what kind of times the other races were. Right. Yeah, let me check. It's which one? Yeah, this one. Let me check the live timing. Okay, I'm currently second. Okay, I'm currently second fastest among the people who actually did a clean lap on the practice server, which is not bad. But I am still like 8 seconds behind the fastest person. Now I'm not really expecting to be able to catch up to them because they're like really fast. So and Okay, get down to third gear. Okay, again. Okay, so what happened here is I pressed the brakes a bit too hard. I locked the brakes and lost control. That sent me in the gravel. It's and that's a bit for. That's really easy to do in these cars. Like, cat is screaming. This is the second death corner, which is like second real technical section, which can just absolutely send you and kill you, because it's a very hard braking point again, which again in this car very difficult because it's very easy to lock the brakes, and when you lock the brakes you can completely lose control in an instant. And if okay, let me check. Okay, that's fine. I see, that's what happens when you lock the brakes. It just goes. It just completely goes. No traction control. I shouldn't be driving like I have traction control. Because this car is actually powerful enough where traction control would do something. Man, I hit, like, that's... Like, that's such silly mistakes I'm making right now. Like, every single one of these impacts were just plain stupidity. It's not... Like, I know how to take these corners in such a way to not have this happen, but I'm just not doing it. Okay, yeah, so looks like I'm gonna be casting a race tomorrow. So... I'm gonna have to check that out. Well, I'm thinking if I might maybe want to like try doing it on YouTube instead of Twitch, but I don't know. Okay, okay, no, I think I fucked up my settings somehow. I feel like I've done something to my setup now, because I'm locking even more easily than I used to. Is it just because my rears are a bit cold, a bit colder than my fronts? Okay, this is not barely even a braking zone. You just 0C outside my rears. Yeah, damn, it's not that cold here yet. I mean, it was for a fucking hell. How do I... How... You know, I find it a bit nonsensical which hits actually cause damage and which don't. Like, it's weird. But damage, like body damage, I don't feel like does much. I mean, yeah, this track is fucking mental, mate. You have to be mental to race here. And yet people do. Mental people. I mean, it's Nordschleife, it's a fucking green hell. Very, very difficult, very long. And, it's a huge challenge. And which is why it's such a good track to put a season final on. Oh no. And I'm pretty sure like these cars also like race on the stock IRL. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, it's also realistic to put these cars on this track. I'll be honest, I kind of want these to be. I mean, I already know what these cars will be replaced with for the next like actual season. I think next season is going to be like 90s DTM. So, which is basically the German touring car series. It was pretty cool back then. They had some really cool cars in there back then. They revived it recently and then it died again because 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 of our season finale that is just was completely shit. Like, you know how shit F1 fans think Abu Dhabi last year was? It was the DTM final was worse than that. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, that's all besides the point. And the next season doesn't even start this year. They're going on like a winter break. And okay, long straight, very long straight, very. Yeah, like a big thing also for this stream is that I'm also testing the performance, if I can actually, you know, stream the race. I'm not going to be actually racing, so, you know, some hiccups I can live with. But yeah, I'm gonna need to install a couple mods to make it all good. And brake here, get very close to the wall, keep about 80 kilometers, and that's the new lap starts. So I brake at the end of this wall right here, again down to about slow down a bit too much, should have been down to 80. Full throttle through here. If you keep the right line, you can stay full throttle until like this point where you brake pretty hard. You can see my pedal inputs on to the left of the middle UI thing. That's big mistake. I had to slow down way too much. But yeah, this is my pedal inputs, by the way. Green for throttle and red for brakes. Or the left one is brakes. The one that's not pressed down at all right now. Okay, up to 6th gear, a bit late on the shift. That's gonna cost me a few hundreds. Maybe not. Okay, brake here. The hard braking zone here. But look at how I still don't like press the brake pedal all the way down. Because like you can't press it all the way down. You just lock the brakes if you do that. I don't know. Can I adjust the brake force maybe? But then again, that's not, I think, a good idea. Okay, brake at this sign, then turn left. Okay, brake. No! Oh, fuck me. Okay, no, I'm convinced that I've messed something in the setup. I'm convinced. What happened? What did I do? I think I had camber a bit more camber. I think maybe that's. I mean, can it really make that much of a difference? Brake bias is fine. Like I haven't changed any of these. Maybe I want like more suspension travel, so I honestly don't know. Let's try. Again, but it's fine. It's not like I don't have any more time to practice, because I'm not racing tomorrow. I'm just not part of that league. Like I decided not to join for the second season of the GT3s. Because I didn't particularly enjoy driving those cars. And unlike these, which are also really weird driving cars to me. Which is again mostly because I'm super not used to front wheel drive. But these create really fun, really close racing, which is why I kept driving them, which is why I do like the series, and I hope that I hope that the next season, which is in different cars, is going to capture that. Or that, you know, that close racing that. I think I know exactly what happened on previous attempt. I think what happened is I started braking. I braked hard when my tires were in different surfaces, so that caused the spin. Because you know, left and right tires had very different levels of grip. Better to be too slow through here than too fast. It's like it's one of those. Because it's such a difficult section of the track that the best I can hope is surviving it. Like I'm not gonna be much faster than anybody through here. My back hurts a bit already. Full speed! Okay, I think I took that corner pretty well. Okay, this next one is a bit tricky because it's pretty fast, but it's also uphill. Got a brake at and yep. Just block the brakes. Lost control. I do feel like I do think that increasing the camber slightly did help, but it still feels, I don't know, a bit off. The brakes still feel kind of off. I don't know why. I'm going to need to figure something out about that, because you can't race if you can't have any confidence in your brakes. That's really like the worst thing about these cars. I mean, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Got a lot of damage, but I'm expecting to take damage in the race. I'm expecting to hit the walls at some point, so it's good to practice with damage because of that, I think. And besides, it's all bodywork damage, and like I'm not even sure if that does like anything in a non-downforce car. Because, like, you know, obviously, in like an open wheel in a Formula car or whatever, right? You know, it does create issues if you damage like your wings. But there is, I mean, there is technically a wing here to damage, but that wing is set to no angle, so it probably gives me no downforce anyway. I don't care about it. Like it just gives, because it just gives you it's just a rear wing on this car, right? It just gives you some rear downforce, and a front wheel drive car which is already prone to understeer, it makes it understeer even more, and that's just makes it drive really awful, and also it, you know, adds drag, makes it slow, and this. I'm really not sure why this mod even has a rear wheel. I don't. A real wing, I mean, the mod probably has it because the real cars have it, obviously, but I just don't. And like on the real cars, it must be a lot more useful, because I mean, If it wasn't useful, they wouldn't put the wing on, or they would take, or they would take it off after realizing it's not useful. Unless it's like, you know, a regulation mandated rear wing, that's in fact that's actually pretty useless, and everybody sets to no angle anyway. So here you want to brake, there's gonna be... Oh, I missed my braking point by a mile! I missed it completely. Okay, I do think I actually need to keep my lights on. Because there are like reflectors on the side of the road that you can't really see without without your lights, and some of them make for good braking point markers. So I think I'll keep my headlights on. Okay, time to start another. Time to get through the straight and start another flying lap, and hopefully not fly into the wall on my flying lap. That would be suboptimal. That would be highly suboptimal. Okay. Just, you know, having some fun. Just weaving a bit for no reason. Okay. Okay, you can brake so late here, right? But okay, that's fine, but you have to really commit to it. And it's hard committing with these brakes because they lock so easily. I have to slow down a bit because I've nice. Can I keep that going? Can I keep this going? Okay, that's fine. I did lose some of what I gained at the end, but it's okay. It was still a not gain, still a net time gain. So fuck! I got greedy. Ruined a good lap. That was just that was just fucking greed. That's not good. Oh, that's a mistake as well. Lap is ruined. Absolutely ruined. Terrible. And like again, just understeering into the wall. Like you make a mistake, like when I make a mistake early in the lap, like I just then kind of just get in my head and ruin the rest of the lap for myself. Oh, the neck cracks out. I need to remember that you need some throttle to be able to turn. I need to keep that in mind. without it. Because I keep not doing that and I keep screwing myself because of that. Yeah, like this. See, that was okay. That was faster than, than what I did on my best lap. Keep forgetting where my camera is now. And this camera is good because it actually lets this camera allocation is actually, you know, so much better because it actually lets you see the steering wheel. Lets you see what I am actually doing. You know, actual pro sim races, so even have stuff like foot cameras, so you can see what they're doing with the pedals. But I'm not doing that. Because you can pretty much already see what I'm doing with the. That was not great, but it's. Oof, shit. Okay, I think I break at the time here, right? Because it's almost a jump there, right? That's what makes it so tricky. Because you have even less space to brake for the corner than you always have. Because like if it's not a jump, you definitely lose a lot of traction there. Okay, survive the second carousel. And now, oh, this is the very important corner. Which I completely messed up. Like it's a tricky corner because I mean in layout it's not that difficult, but it's because it's downhill as you go. You you lose traction as you go. And that makes it tricky, and it's obviously a super important corner as well. I need to move my camera, but I need to move it down. And then I'll need to assemble a new scene for the casting tomorrow. I'll do it all. I'll do it all now. I'll do it all today. Not now, but today on this stream. That wasn't particularly great, but I survived it, and that's all that matters, really. actually, it might actually end up being faster than my best lap there, but yeah, that was good. That was good. That's how it's supposed to be done. I know, at least as close to how it's supposed to be done as I can get it. Which, you know, might not actually be all that optimal, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Brake a little bit. Yeah, for just like a. Nice! That's like another 10th I got out of that. And brake. Full speed ahead, let's go. It's not, okay, not, but I didn't handle that particularly well, but I didn't completely screw it up either, so. Oh, I did not lose a lap time, did not, okay, that's, okay, but I did lose a bunch of time though. I just, you know, didn't get the lap time removed for cutting. No! Oh. This track is a fucking nightmare, honestly. But that's why I'm practicing it so much, right? That's why I'm planning to practice it. That's why I plan to practice it for like a while more, because it's such a difficult track. And I really do genuinely need all the time in the world to get it even remotely close to right. I'll probably... Ah, fuck. Again, like mistakes, they don't come in one, right? Because what happens is just I make one, I lose confidence, and then more swiftly follow. Don't touch the curbs, like that's one thing that I have to keep in mind always, because that was just don't touch the curbs, because they are very high. They're not there to ride on. They're here because that is the edge of the track, and they're there to keep you from going over it, not to help you take the corner right, like they are on so many other tracks now. Because this is an old track, right? Very old. I think like it's actually, you know, one of the oldest purpose-built tracks that still exist in the world. I believe. And you know, back then going onto the curbs really wasn't a thing in Grand Prix racing, or like any kind of racing really. Because most races, you know, weren't really like, or at least weren't entirely on purpose built tracks. So the curbs were more like the curbs you'd just see on the street. They were just like sidewalks, if they were there at all. So it's not the kind of curb you like ever wanna ride to go faster. Generally with it's really the kind of curb you'd only ride if you want to break your wheels. And these curbs are made like more than that way. They're I'm just repeating myself. I'm just explaining things that I've already explained. I shouldn't be doing that. My back hurts quite a lot, because you see, like, there's no support for my back, there's no support for my neck at all in this position. It's pretty awful. And maybe there's something I can do about it. Maybe there isn't. But brake down to third gear. Yeah, that's about right. Some of these curbs are less aggressive and you can ride them, but I don't think it's ever the fastest way to do things on this track. Like maybe if I soften up the suspension, but took a bad line, small mistake, how to slow down quite a bit because of it. Oh man, I just fucking understeered off the track and it almost into a wall. You think I'm gonna keep driving until the session on the practice session on the server restarts, which is in 23 minutes, as you can see at the top. After that, I'm going to switch the stream to setting up for the casting tomorrow. And after that, I don't know, maybe we can do something, I don't know. Or maybe I'll just finish up and go. You gonna watch the Brazilian GP tonight, Tanji? It should be. It might be interesting, cause even with the sprint being there, cause like Verstappen actually lost a bunch of positions in the sprint. And Kimag is still starting in a decentish place, but yeah, definitely he lost a ton of places, of course. He's now 8th. Actually, is he 8th? Yeah, he's 8th. Because I thought there might be some people taking penalties ahead of him, but no. Stroll got slapped with a 10-second time penalty, which is funny as shit. I can't wait to see Stroll and Alonso as teammates, because it's just gonna be funny as shit. Man, I keep screwing this corner up. I don't like it at all. Like yeah, because again, Alonso and Stroll as teammates is gonna be hilarious. Like Alonso is going to get so pissed at Stroll. Like my only hope is that maybe Aston don't build the tractor next year. I mean, like, it's not like the team is not capable of building good cars. They build some pretty decent cars in the Force India and Racing Point days. And like, you know, they have been building up infrastructure and they have been hiring some pretty experienced people to work on the cars. But I'm still not convinced. Just because of how much of a step down it was. Well, yeah, because the last 2 years have really been 2 consecutive big step downs. Even though 2020 was an unusually good year for the team. Maybe it's because the car is no longer pink. Maybe that's why it's slower now. I'll be honest, I really miss the pink on the grid. It was my favorite looking car back in, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I do think that in 2020 it was the best looking car. Now it's hard to say which is the best looking, because there's a lot of good options I really like. I mean, the Ferrari is beautiful with its shape, but the livery is just, I mean, like, you can't really go wrong with just when you just paint your car red, right? You can't really go wrong with that, but it's also not particularly impressive, you know? I mean, it's red, it's good, I like it, but... And obviously, you know, it's Ferrari with color, it's so much history just in that. But again, it's not like... It's not... doesn't ever feel super impressive, you know? I really liked the... I really liked the Williams livery, right? But then they started having to take paint off to save weight, and that just killed the look of the car completely, I think, for them. I think the only team that actually had to take off paint and managed to make it look good, McLaren. Like, it's not such a problem, I guess, for some... I don't know if Red Bull had to take paint off, but... fuck. For them, it's not such a problem because their car is dark already, so it's not that noticeable. But if someone, like, say... Alfa Romeo have a very solid livery this year. Like, it's simple but effective, the way I like it. I suppose you can say the same, simple but effective, about Ferrari just going red, but I think it might it might just be too simple, right? Like, I like the way they look, I like the livery, but I just can't say that they're my favorite because, well, it's just red. There's not a lot to it because it's just red. Which... Aston's... I don't know, Aston's... The problem with Aston's livery is that the dark green, it looks like really good under correct lighting conditions, but in real world lighting it doesn't look nearly as good. The dark green, the British racing green, I guess. Like, you really need to have the lighting right for it to be at its full potential, and that just doesn't tend to happen in the real world, in uncontrolled lighting environments. So, like, last year it was such a huge problem that... fuck. Last year it was such a huge problem that the car basically looked the same as the black Mercedes half the time. This year they went to a lighter green and it looks better, and it looks fucking brilliant, in good lighting. but in actual races on the TV like on the cameras and under real world lighting, it's not that amazing. Yeah. I do really like the Haas livery. It fits my, it fits like the simple but effective formula that I enjoy a lot with liveries. Nothing overly complex with that thing. And getting rid of the blue helped a lot, I think. Made the red stand out more. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like them. I do. I do find that they lack a certain appeal that the black mercs had. But then again, it would be weird if the silver arrows just stopped being silver permanently. Right? So, like, I think it's fun. Yeah, that's why I think the yeah, the merc livery is very much in the same boat as Ferrari for me in that it's just a color, right? There's not not much to it. It's just a color, except red is better than silver. Therefore, Ferrari is better than merc. Well, all if you well, Ferrari is better than merc if we're talking about how their cars look. Performance is another business entirely. Actually, I do think that my least favorite livery this year is Alpha Tauri. Because... Fuck! I keep screwing this corner up over and over, honestly. I don't... Like, it kind of sneaks up on me. I never know when it's coming until it's too late. Stupid mistakes, really. Then... Alpha Tauri is my least favorite livery this year because I think it's just like too dull. It just does not and like it's the problem with Alpha Tauri. It's not like, you can't even really fix that because of just the brand colors are just they're really dull colors, and like. There's a lot about the livery itself that I like, but the color choice kills it completely. And also I do miss. I guess. I wish that Red Bulls still looked just Red Bulls and Alphas or Toro Rossos like back then it was. I wish they just still looked like cans of Red Bull. Because I think it's a good look for a race car. I mean, the blue and silver with the red lettering, it's a good combination. And like I get that they might not want silver because then it's like they look like mercs, I guess. I don't know. But I'd like to see that. Again, here I also turn in too early because I'm scared of turning in too late. But what else is there? I talked about Haas, Williams. I feel like there's a team I forgot. Oh, Alpine. I really like the Alpines. Oh, honestly, I do. Like they are the most, like the brightest, most standout car this year, I think. Maybe second to a red Ferrari, I guess, but yeah, but yeah, the Alpine is also like it's such a love it or hate it livery, right? Because I've seen so much hate for it when it was like fully announced, when it was announced that they're gonna have the BWT pink on it. And I just said that's cool. I like that. It's blue and pink do walk together. And like I get that, you know, maybe. Yeah, see, you agree with me here. That's nice. A lot of people really hate it. A lot of the people really hate the pink on it. And currently, I do think that Alpine is probably the best. On launch, I thought that Williams was the best. I really liked the way the shape of the car, the shade of blue, the way they did those like gradient triangles things. I enjoyed all of that a lot, but because because of they've been forced to remove a lot of the paint for weight savings, it doesn't look that good anymore. They've not been able to pull it off because, I mean, obviously that wasn't the priority at this point. Man, imagine being like the designer who made the livery this year and just seeing it the livery completely butchered like that. Like, yeah, they have to do it for performance, but it kind of stings, doesn't it? Ah, fuck. And then they don't even have that much performance. Red Bulls are fine. Like the Red Bull, they don't really change their livery in big ways. They haven't ever changed the livery in a big way, I don't think. Not permanently anyway, right? They had one-offs, obviously, that were drastically different. That were... But like the most major change is that instead of having Honda on the rear wing, they have the name of that fucking crypto company. Like, yeah, right, you can't say anything bad about them, but I find a lot of times I also can't say anything good about them. Like Ferrari do sometimes screw it up by just adding some weird element to it. They had, or like by having some weird sponsor mandating something looking awful, like they had just a big green bit on the car at some point for Mission Win now, I think, or whatever, Win no, or for Kaspersky, I don't remember actually. Anyway, for one of those, anyway, yeah, they had, and that looked pretty awful, but that happened. But that kind of happens to every team, right? Sometimes you just get a sponsor that's offering you so much money that you'll do anything. Well, yeah. Honestly, I do really wish that Alpine just wasn't such a shit show. I really wish they haven't fucked up the driver stuff so badly. I I would have loved to see Piastri and Ocon in the same team, right? But because again, I like this. The last two seasons, I really really wanted to support. I mean, I did support Alpine, right? Because I like the team. I like that. I like that they're the only ones running Renault power units. And it makes it interesting. Then at least more interesting than the fucking than one of the numerous Merc-engined teams, I guess. And of course, I liked both drivers' side, like unlike Alonso, and then and next year. I mean, next year they're also gonna have two drivers I like quite a. Fuck. Next season they're also, of course, gonna have two drivers I do like. So you know. And you know, Emperor's, like, even if I don't like, if I didn't really like the drivers, it's just going to be like Gasly Ocon is just such a potentially entertaining combo, right? Even if they do terribly, they're pretty much gonna. Even if they end up like doing terribly, I'm fairly sure they will do terribly. They would do terribly in a way, which is just which is gonna be hilarious to watch. But not as hilarious as Stroll and Alonso on the same team. That's gonna be fucking fantastic. But because of how Stroll tends to be with teammates. And just generally with anybody around him. Need to fucking put his teammate into a wall. In the practice, I mean, in the sprint for no good reason at all. Definitely pushed him off track. And of course, you know, that super late defensive move on Alonso, which you know, had Alonso ramping off the back of Stroll and fucking flying. Okay, this corner is difficult because it's it's tighter than it looks. Okay, is this the corner that I keep fucking up? I think this is it, right? No, maybe not. Or did I already miss it without fucking it up? No idea! Genuinely, I have no clue. Okay, this one's really tricky. I think I have to brake at this, see, at this reflector. That's why I have to have the headlights on, because that's the only way you can really see the reflector. Okay, second carousel. Okay, question is, is there enough fuel in the tank for one last flying lap? And the downside is that, like, out of all the laps I did, so few of them are actually clean. And that's just kind of awful, right? Because the practice is, quali is going to be so short. There's going to be only time for, like, what, maybe 2 flying laps at most. It's something like some stupidly low number like that. And I just want to... But anyway, like the practice session on the... Yeah, I've been practicing for nearly 2 hours at this point. Yeah, and I think I should be about... just about... okay. Oh, I'm... I'm okay. I probably will not quite have enough fuel for one whole laps, but I'll have enough fuel for most of the laps. So I'll try to go for it and see how it. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Bit for brake here. Yeah, just a light touch of the brakes. And don't brake hard. Yeah. Now, okay, again, very light touch of the brakes here as well. Touch the curb. That's suboptimal. Should not touch curbs. Ah, come on! How's that? I didn't even fully go off track, man. Okay, fuck this. Okay then, since this lap is dead anyway, I can't. Yeah, see, it just ended the session. So this is gonna be. So I'm gonna finish up the practice bit of the stream, and the rest of the stream is going to be me trying to set up and test my a setup for commencing a race tomorrow. So more of a just chasing thing really, but I'm still okay. Big bit of that, big part of that is gonna be just install, trying to find just there's a couple mods that I'm gonna need to find and install. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be setting up, I think, AI races and using that to test. So let me open race department real quick. Downloads. I want Assetto Corsa mods. Yeah. BPL. Assetto Corsa AC apps, I believe is what I need. Okay, what does this do? Yeah, drone camera is probably not gonna be too useful. I think I'm just okay. ACTV useful overlays. Like what? It doesn't have like the driver info. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Timer. Yeah. Speed trap is not needed. Spotter, S-track, S-mob. No, dashboard. Left. God, 3D map, bounty substanding bill lights. Fuel usage, speed board. Like, what is this? Ah, okay, I see. That's not what I want. AV1. Trick my phone to be dash camp chambers. Camber migration of Forza for Horizon 4 UI. Break. Train. Confirm up. Nope. Odometer. No. Accelerate. No. Wait, live car. What's this? What does it do? That's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want. I should kind of want that. Box model is I see tracker vector. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not gonna use that, but that's interesting. Okay, I see show for you. Big shift. Damage display. Autocam. Oh, yes. Bcast. Bcast is not what I want. Yeah, that doesn't exist. Okay, that's it. I found that one of the mods I need. Okay, I'm gonna download all of these and check and install them, and then we'll figure it out. I'll just install it manually because when I last tried installing apps with the manager, it just didn't work. So I'm gonna go to settings and see if I can now into content, and then yep, Disable cam tool. I don't need, but I will need auto start system. And let's find out if it works. We're gonna find out if it works now. While I'm doing it. Hello there. You are just here to see the part of the stream when I just set things up and configure things. So, but anyway, I wanted to give masks you. Yeah. I'm just I'm setting up for a race that I plan on commentating tomorrow. I need to check. I need to check what trunk they're even running, and download that. Would be a bit silly if I didn't do that. Mid Ohio. Okay. Yeah, just okay. I'm gonna quickly download the track. Fucking .rar. Uh, okay, nice. Mid Ohio. Is now all the mods I need downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and install all of that. Then we'll. Uh, and then I need these mods as well. So I got. Oh wait, maybe I don't want some of these. Oh, it's all in one. I'm not. Like, what's the announce about? Yeah, I don't want that actually. Whatever. Whatever. I'll just install it but not enable it. Easy. Uh, that looks decent though, but I think I'm gonna try using the other one. Okay. Then going back to content. Uh, I don't want an mouse board, but I do want the auto cam. Maybe Bcast will see if I want that actually or not. Definitely auto start system. Okay. Now I'm just going to set up a race with some random cars and just see if any of what I'm doing is actually going to work. And I'm doing it while streaming so I can test the performance and just so I have something to do. This is not going to be, by the way, what the actual stream is going to look like when I'm commentating. I'm not going to put a camera on because there's no point in it when commentating. Yep, you're capturing a set of cursor now. Ooh, okay, okay, things are happening. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, it's... Yeah, let's go to my third desktop and see how that looks. Okay, that... Okay, this setup doesn't work apparently. Yeah, because I... Oh, there we go. It's showing up now. Okay. This looks okay. Okay. Okay, I can... That's not so great, is it? Oh, that's better. I'm actually maybe liking this one a bit more. Maybe I'm... Yeah, that looks okay to me. There's some lag, but not too much. I can... And I I can lower the settings even more. Oh, okay, and I can switch who I'm... Wait, can I speak? No, I cannot. I cannot move that. Why can I not move that? What is this? Okay, so I will move that switch somewhere I can actually see it. Okay, and... Oh, okay, so I can use this tower to switch to different drivers. Normally, that's cool. And I can... Okay, I can switch to different... Okay, different boards. Like this. Okay, that's back to my car by default, okay. Okay. Seems okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I like the B-cast mode better than I do the ACTV one actually. Okay, that works well. Just the TV camera, but s yeah, maybe center things some more for better visibility. Nah, my mouse is not being very good right now. Okay, I think I want to stick this in here. And yeah, I guess these I could have on the left as well, like here, maybe on the left, but on like more on the bottom part. Yeah. So shows last lap time, shows some information. I can just switch. Okay. So F6 to change to different on boards. F5 for F5 for orbit camera, which I feel like I'm gonna. F4 is not what I want, like ever. I don't press F4, it brings me back to my car by default. So like, static cameras, which I don't, probably not gonna want to use much. Tire info, I will actually want. Badges, do I want badges? No. I mean, I can have them, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, livery, keep livery on, tire info, restrictor info. Yeah, no restrictor info because that's not really used. Add. Yeah, I can just add that to an overlay. I can on what settings, speed up tower, info, config. I mean, I can have auto count, right? There's clearly some value to it. Because I guess it switches based on where the battles are. Maybe I just an idea to like keep it on by default, but switch it off if I don't need it. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, we can switch to just driver view if we really want to. Or the chase view. If I go. Okay, it remembers the oh no, that's nice, that's nice. And yeah, this way we can just, yeah, view, have a good view of what's going on. Very nice. Okay. And like, and yeah, my car, if I go back to F4, that's my car, was automatically removed and placed in the car, so that's good. So if I... 8 and... Ooh, that's a view. Okay, I think I broke something. Which is fine. Now is the time to break. Now is the time to break things. It's having auto come on screen. Gone. Okay, I definitely broke something. That's amazing. The only thing... Okay. Let's exit and restart maybe and see if I can fix whatever I broke. Yeah, it doesn't matter which car I'm testing it with, don't matter where really. Okay, nice, and yep. Okay, whatever issue I've been... okay. Yeah, okay, nice. Nice TV camera. And this apparently keeps... Okay, that's auto cam, though. It's... Okay, okay, that's auto cam, which was on for some reason. Like, okay, I forgot to turn it off. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, I can work with this. I can work with this for sure. I think I'll look for a few more mods, maybe. And I'll keep AutoCam just installed in case I decide to try using it. I will look for a couple more mods now. Like one more mod really. I want to see if there's some better way to switch the camera. Just because. Yeah, it seems like it might work decent enough. Let me find if I can find some camera related apps. Some other camera info. Wait, what? FPV drone. That's not what I want. Again, cam tool. Again, that's not what I want. Not Jcam, not sidekick. That's not what I want either. Cycle through existing camera files from the cameras. Okay, I'm gonna try this mod, see if that makes switching cameras easier or better. Okay, come in. Okay, and gonna install it. And let's enable it. Ooh. Ah, yeah, that is. And let's try it again then. I need to remember to disable the extension that puts my camera in the pits before the actual races. That'd be a bit silly. But then again, I will notice it. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay, auto cam on by default, so cam info is what I want, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't want that. Yeah, okay, no, that's not useful at all. Uh, going to try maybe. Okay, I'll try the camera thing in a replay actually and see because and see how that works out. After that, we're gonna finish up. But I think we're pretty much done here. It's okay. Oh yeah, nice. Okay, that still works if I disable auto cam. Yep, still works. Okay, okay. There's a helicam in this one. That's pretty good. Oh, this thing is actually really nice though. This thing actually works really well. Let me check how well the auto cam will work with replays. Well, I mean, it's detecting the lead change and it's switching to that. Yeah, yeah, Max is going for it. Trying to go for it, can't quite make it, so he'll just... But then it just switches away from randomly. No. That's a weird behavior. I don't want that. But because what's happening here is that Martin Faber is pulling out the slipstream and is going to try and just beat T-Bone braking. He does, and he takes the position, and you know. But here I'm gonna switch away because he takes the position, and he was just not quite close enough to make it. Now forced to defend himself from Anno. Well, from me. Again, Anno getting quite close in the slipstream, going to try and make the overtake around here, and it works. It walks out, takes the position, but it does not quite stick as... Yeah, Thibaut is almost alongside in the next corner, but not quite. Still keeping very close, making sure that if an opportunity presents himself, he's ready to jump on it. And this might be it, but no, not quite, not quite. Not quite. Once again, not quite able to outbreak, but Arno goes wide and Thibaut goes through. But Arno now having to also defend himself from Jim Thomason behind. Yeah, but here gets a better exit out of the chicane, gets another chance to make to get the position back from Thibaut, but does not able to quite take advantage of it, as Thibaut goes fast around the outside and keeps the position. And at this point, the pressure from behind is mounting, and Anna no longer can make so many overtake attempts without the risk of losing his position. Yeah. Meanwhile, slightly lower down the order, Pocloremus is fighting with Jim. This is a fairly big group here, all fighting for the last podium position remaining, as Thibaut makes use of the fighting behind him and pulls away. Still, and here Pocloremus makes a move on Jim Thomason into the first corner, and he's through and up into fourth position with Jim now having to defend himself from Oliver. Uh, Remus now is trying to go for yet another for the last podium position, but forced to go around the outside and does not, and he's not able to get around the corner as fast as Anno. He stayed behind. Yet he still keeps himself very close. So if any other opportunities presents himself, he is right here and already pulling up alongside into the next corner. Is he gonna be able to outbrake Anno? No, not even close. Falling over half a second behind now. And yet he gains some of that time back on the very next corner, keeping himself within touch, keeping himself within a chance of snatching that third place. Ah, okay. It's a good camera. I like if I switch to autocam, what will it do? Okay, that's fine. That's actually that's a nice camera actually. Let's see how well it follows the action. Like it switched from a fight for like the first position early on, which was weird. Yeah. Meanwhile, behind Thomason and Oliver still fighting. What the fuck is this camera view, man? Okay, I'm not that. See, I'm not sure about. That's why I'm probably not gonna end up using autocam. Oliver thinks about maybe going for the move into turn one, but Anno moves over, forces Oliver to go around the outside, and there's just no speed around the outside. The inside line is a lot better. Anno easily pulls ahead, keeps the position for yet another lap. And yet, and despite that, Purple Remus managed a fairly good acceleration out of the first corner, and now pulled ahead of Anno through the second one. But now it's Anno who benefits from the slipstream and goes inside. So going to, and outbreaks Remus into the next corner and takes the position back. And yeah, I'm definitely not using autocam. It's just like it's like it likes switching the camera a bit too much. You know, it's better to keep it in one place for a while. And once again, this fighting is allowing Oliver and Thomason behind to catch up. All four drivers still with a realistic shot at the last podium place. Ooh, and a bit of contact here. A bit of contact here. Thankfully, didn't seem to ruin anybody's race, so we can just keep going. Ooh, Arno jumps on the curb here, costing him a lot of time and a lot of exit speed from the chicane. That will give Purple Remus another opportunity to overtake. But again, Arno keeps the inside line. And Remus is also being attacked while he is himself attacking, so he cannot take the position. Once again, stays behind, and yet still, it's 4 cars within 1 second. That's why I love MX-5s. Again, tries to make a move, but is forced to go around the outside and then loses time. Cannot quite make the turn. Now through the main straight, nobody is really close enough to attack into turn 1. It would have to be a massive send, a massive dive bomb for it to happen, and nobody is willing to take that risk. After all, there is well over half a race left. So Oh, but wait, what happened? There's something. Okay, something happened behind with Thomas, with Oliver and Thomas, and I'm gonna like doing this. I need to. Oh no! Oh no! That's awful. Thomason slides a bit, just a bit of a slide. Ooh, almost collects Brian as well. Not very nice. Just a bit of a slide that causes Oliver to hit him, and that pretty much ruins Thomason's race and loses Oliver a lot of time as well, meaning that there are now only 2 drivers in the fight for third. And I will see if Thomason can fight his way through the slower drivers and back up to the top. Yeah, just falling behind for now, keeping in touch. Oh, and going wide, perhaps. Going wide, perhaps a bit upset about his race, about his race unraveling like that. Makes a mistake under pressure to get back up to the top. But still, he only loses a few tenths, and his chances are far from ruined, as he is getting very, very close to Cinnabon ahead. Oh, and Cinnabon just brakes way too hard for the corner ahead. Brakes very hard for the chicane, and then and Thomason ends up colliding into him. That's not the way you want to overtake people. That's really not it. Ah, I quitted, but I accidentally hit exit, hit escape and quitted. But no, okay, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the setup. The autocam, I'm probably not gonna use it, but if too many things are happening, I will have to rely on it a bit. I'm happy with the setup. I got some practice actually commentating. I'll try to do better tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the stream here. This is basically just a big old test session of a stream. So yeah, thanks to everybody who chatted for a moment. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish up here. Still got some stuff to do. And yeah, look out for the actual race tomorrow. I will be streaming. I will not be racing. I will be commentating. But it should be fun. Should be good fun. But yeah, I will see you all next time. And bye bye.